My name is Harry Storch, and I would like some more information about life insurance. Can you explain what it means and what my options are? Yeah, I'd like to know just in general about life insurance, but then I'd also like to learn about maybe what your options and recommendations are.
Let me start. There are basically three different kinds of insurance. There's term insurance, there's permanent or whole life insurance, and then there's universal life insurance, which is term insurance with an investment account. Now, the term insurance is meant to be kept only for a temporary period of time because the cost of the insurance goes up with your age. And when you need it most, which is when you retire and get older, that's when the cost is the greatest, and that's usually when your income is the lowest. So it's meant to be temporary, usually during your pre-retirement years. And then there's whole life or permanent insurance. That is a policy that you can keep for your whole life, and the insurance premiums remain level. In fact, on most policies, you would get to a certain age or length of time that you have had the policy when you would no longer have to make payments. Now, an easy way to illustrate the differences, term insurance is like renting insurance, like you would rent a house, and permanent insurance or whole life is like buying insurance, the way you would buy a house. You would build up equity, you get to a point where you no longer have to make payments, but you still have the house and the equity in it. So your permanent insurance is that type. Your term insurance is renting it. You pay for it, you have the protection of it while you're paying for it, but when you stop paying for it, you no longer have anything. The policy discontinues and there's no equity in the policy.
I'm wondering about what kind of coverage I would need for funeral expenses and if there's any other coverage that I would need to consider. And what are the requirements of this policy for doctor's examination? Do I need to get a doctor's examination every year, or is it just one-time situation?
With the universal life policy is when your children actually are in college, you can stop the payments on this policy and make withdrawals from the universal life policy to pay for their college education. Then when they're through college, you can start making payments again and just continue on until you're 65. It's set up so you are in control of when you make the payments and how much. You can increase or decrease the payments too. In doing so, you would simply increase or decrease the amount in the investment or savings account.
This all sounds wonderful. I just would like to discuss everything that we went through today with my wife, and once we've gotten everything straightened out, I'd be happy to come back and sign the paperwork.